Hi, this is Marino with Elegant Femme, and coming to you with no mask today. I got so many comments from those of you saying, oh my gosh, we can't believe you went through the airport with that thing on your face. Yes, I did, and it was totally worth it. Totally worth it. All right, so last week I got back from a little mini tour that we did in Phoenix and LA. And got back here to France last week, and I have a big confession to make. I experienced something really big. Let me tell you that first of all. I experienced something really big on the second tour stop in LA, and we'll be doing our third tour stop in London on March 16th in a couple weeks. So I have a confession to make, and I also have something really important I want to talk to you about, because I know that this is something that we go through as women, and it's really, really important. As your femme types are getting into sync and as you're building your confidence as a woman, really important for you to hear this and to receive this, okay? Big stuff today. You ready? All right. So I had this idea through my indie, which the indie is the femme type that we associate with our balance, our self-confidence, our self-worth, our intuition. And it's different when you start to follow your intuition through your indie, because you follow it with pleasure and you follow it without guilt. So I got an indie insight that I wanted to do this tour, right? All right, we're going to the States, let's do this tour, let's go here, and my team and my husband's going, are you sure? We have enough time to do this? How can we fit this in? And just inside my indie, I was like, you know what? I'm supposed to do this. I know I'm supposed to do this, and I know I'm supposed to be there. There's something waiting for me there, right? As we got closer, all of a sudden my faux types, my ego pieces started to kick in and say, you know what, it's too much. It's just too much, let's not do it. And I honestly was like this close to just canceling it, to just saying, you know what, it's too much. And a little bit of overwhelm started to seep into my formula, and then all of a sudden my indie said, wait a minute, there is something waiting for you there. You know there's something waiting for you there. You don't know what it is, but you know there's something, and you require to follow through. Trust yourself, show up, follow me, follow your intuition. So I said, okay, I've learned enough through my indie to know that, all right, when that happens, it's time to follow through. So this is what we do. We make commitments as women, we follow our intuition, and then as it gets closer, we start to get scared because we know something's coming, we know something's waiting for us, and we start to figure out all the reasons why we shouldn't do it, or we shouldn't go, or we can't go, or we can't show up. That is the exact moment that you require to follow through. So I did. First tour stop, right in Phoenix, going good. The end of that first tour stop, I was starting to feel something. It's like something's coming, feeling some resistance, really tired, kind of cranky, on the plane that night on the way to LA. And I'm falling asleep, and my husband Dave's saying, well, are you sure you don't want to know who's coming to the tour stop in LA? I'm sure. I always tell him, don't tell me, I don't want to know, I just want to show up and be surprised. So I'm falling asleep, and he says, you sure? Yes. Well, even if Heather's coming, all of a sudden, I sat straight up. Heather? Really? Heather was one of my mentors, one of my first mentors, way, way back in the beginning. When I decided to really step into Elegant Femme, I signed up in a business plan course so I could learn how to do a business plan. I have so many secrets on how to do a real business plan, but I signed up to do the masculine business plan because I thought that's what I needed. And they signed me up with a mentor to kind of assist me along the way, right? Well, Heather was that mentor. And Heather and I hadn't connected in 5 years or longer. She kind of disappeared. She went one way and I went a different way. And so my whole stomach, the rest of the ride on the plane is, oh my gosh, that's why I'm here. I'm evolving. Oh my goodness, one of the women that I was mentored by is now going to show up at a tour stop and be ready to receive from me. I didn't know what was going to happen or what it was going to look like. So breathing in to what I was about to experience the next day and setting my intentions. And the next day at the the LA tour stop, I showed up and Heather was there. And she, it was amazing to connect with her. And she actually stood up in the event and shared what it was like to know me in the beginning, and watching me actually step into everything I've been helping you discover with the Femme Types and with this journey and what it looks like. And she shared in front of everyone. And if you were there at the LA tour stop and you want to comment below, I would love, because you were there and you saw it. She stood up and she said, you know, I was here and Tara was here, and she went and did what she tells you to do, and look where she is, and I decided to go this way. And she was so beautifully honest, and she shared some of her struggles and what it was like to see me grow, and how she couldn't be happy for me then, but now she is. I mean, it was just rocked my world. That's why I came. My opportunity to evolve and receive that took me to the next level. So this is what I want to share with you. This is what I want you to receive from this video. When we follow our intuition and we know we're supposed to do something or we're supposed to be somewhere, right, and we allow ourselves to begin to move in that direction, I want you to trust that. Even when, as it starts to get closer, we get a little nervous, or we might want to cancel, or we're not sure, that's when you need to follow through. That's when you strengthen your bond with your indie and you decide to show up and evolve. So I have an opportunity for you to do that, because EFI is coming, and I know there's those of you who are already feeling it within your indie. You know you're supposed to be there, and maybe the pieces haven't all come together yet, right? The flight or the this or the babysitter or that, but there's something inside of you that's saying, you know what? Might not even know why, but I know I'm supposed to be there. I know something's drawing me there. That is your indie. There's something waiting for you, and I can't tell you exactly what it's going to look like for you specifically. But I know that feeling inside when something's waiting, something's calling you, and I want you to trust that. And if you've already committed to EFI, there might be pieces of you that are starting to feel into, oh my gosh, the resistance might be starting to come up. I want you to know that it's a normal part of the process. This is one of the most powerful things we can do for our femme types, to follow that urge, to follow that desire, to listen to the intuition of our indie and to show up and to be prepared as much as we can for what's waiting for us. So those of you who have not yet signed up for EFI, and you know Elegant Femme Integration, right? Elegant Femme Integration 2, our live event, and you know it's calling you, I am going to encourage you to step into that today. Follow your intuition and let me know below what it feels like for you when you say yes and you make that movement forward. And I can't wait to see you at EFI. I'm looking forward to it. Bye-bye.